Hi there, Mark Dowling, piano teacher and musician. I just want to give you a little acronym to remember, and it's this: PIN. I just want you to remember the word PIN. It stands for purpose, intentionality, and newness. Purpose, intentionality, newness. I want to talk about those 3 points really quickly. Purpose. As a music teacher, as a musician, you need to know what your purpose is. What is it that you want to achieve as a person of interest? What is it that you want to promote? What is your purpose? What are you alive for? What is the legacy you want to leave? Secondly, intentionality. It's connected to purpose. Because if you know what your purpose is, you'll be intentional about the time that you spend throughout your daily week. So how do I spend time building on that overdriving purpose that I have said is my life's legacy? So what am I going to do each day? How am I going to organize my time? How am I going to spend that time that I've set aside to practice? What exactly am I going to practice? If I'm being intentional, when I practice, I'm not just going to play through the piece once or twice and hope it changes the second time. That's madness. That's what Einstein says. To do the same thing over and over again, that's just madness. It's nonsense. You've got to be really specific. So when you practice, know exactly where it is that you're messing up, or know exactly where it is that you want to build a certain effect, and then work out how to build that effect so that you can intentionally improve on that area. Also, intentionality and improving effects at piano. Why don't you read some of the great pianists of the past? I've been reading a great book by Charles Rosen, looking at the piano and talking about how to approach works by Beethoven. So if I want to be intentional, if I want to be a Beethoven specialist, I'm going to read books that give me advice on how to approach Beethoven. I'm going to listen to recordings by people who play Beethoven well. I mean, people like Schnabel, for example. So there's my purpose, there's my intentionality. The purpose is the overdriving picture. The intentionality is how we're scheduling time, how we're working that time in the most efficient way to achieve the purpose. And finally, there's this newness. Newness. How can we bring newness to our purpose? See, you might have been a musician, a seasoned professional teacher for many years, and you might be thinking, what's this young chap got to teach me? But all I want to say and encourage you to do is to think new about the way you've been doing things. Don't get stuck in your ways. Actually, being stuck in your way and doing the same thing over and over again, being stagnant, is the way to halt your purpose, and it's the way to halt progress. Anything new has been laughed at in the past, but ultimately the new things, those crazy ideas like flying in a plane, those crazy ideas like having a cure for smallpox, actually ended up producing effective and efficacious results. And that's what happens when we're open to listening to new ideas, when we're open to thinking about things in a different way. And again, that's connected with this intentional practice, this intentional research, this intentional networking, this overriding purpose. I want to achieve this, so I'm going to do this to improve on this, and I'm going to be open to this, and I'm going to be open to other people who I'm networked in a network with, or I'm going to be open to networking with someone that I don't feel comfortable with, or reading something that I don't agree with, in order to become more aware of my purpose and how that purpose can be shoved out into the world. And so that's my acronym for you to remember. PIN. Purpose, intentionality, newness. Thanks for listening.